Um, long story short, he was married, um, got a divorce, left everything behind, didn't have any money to his name, didn't even have anything because his wife took everything, literally everything. He didn't even have a bank account. Like I opened him a bank account. He was working, but in order to like get in a rent house and get on his feet and everything, get I had to pay all of his, deposits and his rent and like all his first month things and stuff because he didn't have anything. Um, and car insurance, truck note, everything. For the first couple months. And so I did all of that. And um, then while living on my own, so yeah, um, that's what I
Alicia,
did. What?
Alicia. Um, so you had okay, so you still only had one child when you were doing this for your now husband.
No, I had both children.
So you had two children, but you were funding all this stuff for a man that was he your boyfriend at the time?
No, no, he wasn't.
Wait,
He was not my
whoa, whoa,
boyfriend at
whoa,
the
whoa,
time.
whoa, 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 wait. He wasn't even your boyfriend?
No, I wanted to help him.
You guys remember, but she knew him for 4 years. Yeah. You know what, girl? Per. Does he make you feel special?
Oh, of course.
Is he working? Like, is he working now?
Yeah, he was working then. Like I said, he had nothing. Like his wife literally took everything. Um, so he had nothing. And so I helped him get on his feet. And then, I mean, we
Oh,
just bought a house together.
but you're on
And
this house's title, right?
yes.
And if you're not, we're gonna fight Alicia because the past is the past. But we're in our getting our bread up mode. Listen, does
But
he
yeah,
make you
no,
happy?
absolutely. Um, I would never even consider marriage if I wasn't because I have had a rough past and I do know what kind of people are out there and I do know people use people and he's not that person.
Alicia,
You know what?
hold on, we died.
I'm
Alicia,
happy for you.
Did you just say you know that people use people?
Yeah.
But Alicia, you say that, but again, you said that you would have no problem doing the same. Okay, all right. This is gonna be more. What's the word? This is gonna support what I. Okay, so if you did all of this stuff that you did for this man that you're now married to, and he was to like give you the boot and leave you without a child, would you still go and do the same exact thing for another man?
Yes, I will do that for anybody. It doesn't even matter if it's a man or not. It doesn't even matter if I'm with them or not. Like, if I have the ability to help or give or do, I will do that. And it has nothing to do with um it just something that I
You know what,
feel
girl?
is
You know what, girl? I'm so happy that you are happy. I'm so happy that you actually found someone that is able to take care of you and is a good person and is actually like giving you and providing the life that you deserve. I mean, obviously, I can't understand it. I'm an absolute CUNT. I am a certified gold digger. I do not sympathize for men. However, I think everything you said to me is just like hurting my heart because you seem like such a good person. And I don't know. But if you're happy and that's the life you live, girl,
Because that's the thing, like, even if
hallelujah.
I know somebody's using me, I don't feel, I don't feel, it, you're supposed to love everybody. Like, you're supposed
No,
to
you're
No, you're
help
not.
not.
everybody.
No, you're
No,
Yeah,
not.
you're
you
not.
really are.
No,
No,
you're
you're
not.
not.
Okay, well, either way, that's how I feel. And I don't see the point in hatred. I don't see the point in greed. I don't see the point, you know,
Alicia,
It's not
Alicia, you,
hatred, it's
Alicia,
not
Alicia,
greed.
Alicia, you not extending your hand to everyone when you don't need to and you don't have to, especially when you have children. That is not that is not being selfish. That is not being hateful. That is not being any of that.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't need I don't you do not need to help everyone. You don't owe anything to anyone in this life. You in this life you get what you earn. You do not need
Can I
I
ask
don't
you
need to
something?
give
Were you
anything
like
to
raised?
anyone in here. If
How were you
someone wants something from
raised?
me in here, they're gonna have to work for it. They're gonna have to earn it from me. Alicia, do you
Mm-hmm.
have any boundaries? Like seriously, I'm not
of
joking.
course,
Do you have any
yeah.
boundaries?
I mean, I do have boundaries. I mean, I'm not going to help somebody. I'm not going to fund somebody's drug money. I'm not going to fund somebody's
You're not gonna fund illegal activity, but you'll fund
gambling.
everything else.
No, I wouldn't fund somebody's gambling habits or drinking habits,
You're not
or
gonna fund bad habits or illegal activities, but you will fund any and everything else.
if it betters their life, if it helps someone get on their
Are
feet.
you religious?
No,
Were you like raised religious or like anything like that?
no.
Because I don't know, like
I don't mean to offend anybody for
You're
being
not
like
offending
no,
the
I'm
anyone.
I'm
way
You're
just
not
I
trying to
am,
offending anyone.
understand like where you're
Listen,
or
coming from.
Alicia, Alicia,
concerning. I don't
Alicia,
want y'all to be,
Alicia.
wait. I don't want y'all to be concerned for me because it's not something like that's a concerning thing. Like I was somebody who was raised very poor in very bad neighborhoods, and struggled a lot during a child. And it's just one of those things where if I have the ability to give to help better someone else and help them out of a bad situation, because I know what that's like to be in it, then whether or not it's a using situation, if that person is now okay and on their feet, that then I did my job for me, for my own happiness.
I'm I'm shocked.
Listen, Alicia,
Yeah.
listen. No one,
This
no
is
one here is
beautiful
judging
though.
you. Okay, no one here is judging you. I have respectful, constructive conversations on my live. Like I don't foster a negative environment at all. I'm really just trying to understand where you're coming from because I
In
I'm really just trying
Louisiana,
to
no
understand where you're
lies.
coming from. That's it.
That's the thing
I
though.
that's all I'm trying to do. That's all we died
I'm
and other people are trying to do is understand where you're coming from. And listen,
I know she's
I
being
always
a
tell
really
people
I
in
know
here, Alicia, like we're all
no, here's
grown,
the
okay?
thing
Like
though. I'm
it
sorry,
is
but you
more than
guys
okay for people to like disagree with each other. Like it's okay for people to agree or disagree. I don't have to disrespect you. I don't have to like judge your character or judge you as a person just because I disagree with something you said or something you may have done. Like it's none of that going on. I'm literally just trying to understand where you're coming from. That's all. Because I wouldn't do any of those things that you said that you did. I wouldn't allow any of my sisters to do any of those things that you just said. My mother has never done that for a man before. And I just don't. And this is just me because I have the right to, have my own opinion and believe in what I believe in. And you just being okay, like you saying with your own mouth that you're okay with people using you as long as like they got the result that they wanted. I'm just gonna have to disagree with it. But
Yeah, and that's totally fine. you know, I respect everybody, and the fact that everybody does have different opinions on how things are and what they would do for another person, you know, setting boundaries, not setting boundaries, being self-centered, not being self-centered. It is a characteristic, and this is just my characteristic. It's not wrong. It's not delusional. It's not based off of trauma. It's just my makeup as a character and how I've always been ever since I can remember.
Someone in the comments asked Alicia, how many hours were you working when you were funding this young man's lifestyle and funding your now husband's lifestyle?
Um, well, I mean, I was working 7 days a week. Um, and I
Mafia boss,
guess,
what's up, bro?
um, yes, both of my kids are the same race. Uh, I mean, I was working 40 plus hours at both jobs. So, well,
80?
I was literally working around the clock because one of my jobs was like a
Who
more
was when you were with the younger when you were with the 22-year-old, who was watching your kids when you were doing all this?
babysitter and or him, depending on if he was home.
I'm in shambles, bro. I'm sorry. I've never heard of anything like this. 80 hours a week at a waitressing job, and for him to just. I've
Oh,
seen
at the
people
time
go through
I
it.
wasn't waitressing anymore at that time. I was a manager at a truck stop. Um working from
I mean,
4
he didn't
a
work at all. He didn't work at all.
not during his schooling, no, because our times clashed and he didn't have a vehicle.
So
He could have
he
taken the
couldn't wait.
bus.
Yeah, he couldn't go get a bus card?
There's no buses here. There's no buses here.
Gotta hitch
There
the
was
ride.
no he couldn't bike to school, he couldn't do any of that.
No. No, I lived in a very small village. So there was no like buses or Ubers or taxis or anything like that.
So Alicia, you're telling me that there was no other way. There was no other way possible on God's green earth that this man could have found a way to get to school and get back home. Even even if that was literally paying someone to pick him up, take him to school, pick him up from school and bring him back home.
Um, she, I mean, we didn't really know anybody. We had just moved to that town. Like
So
we didn't know anybody.
you didn't have friends that he didn't know not one person that could have done this if being paid, obviously, that could have done this.
No,
How
like I
far
said, we
was the
moved
school? How far was the school from the house?
about 30 minutes in a car ride.
Okay, listen. That's very interesting. That there was no other way on God's green earth, no other sort of transportation that he could have found that to get him to school and bring him back. But um, if you say so, I believe you. But well, I don't actually. I don't. But um, if you say so, that's very interesting though. Um, I I
Yeah,
um I, I live in a major metropolitan area, Alicia, and I have a car. I've been having a car since I was 16. Like I started driving to high school when I was 16. Um when I came back from Tennessee to like finish school in my state, um I didn't drive to school because my school is downtown and you have to pay for parking. Um so the our school provided a bus pass, a very cheap bus pass that you could use for the whole semester. I literally would take the bus to school and back from school every day that I had class. So for you to say that there was just no sort of bus, there was no sort of other transportation that you could have used. We're in America. I never been to Louisiana before, Alicia. So maybe I don't know how it is in Louisiana, but that's very
Yeah, there's
interesting.
literally, you'd have to go to one of the major cities, and there's only one major city around me to be able to access a bus. And like I said, where I lived, it was a village. It was like a population of like 900 people. So, there's literally nothing. There's no access to Ubers or Lyfts or any
I feel
type of
like where
taxi
there's a
service.
will, I feel like where there's a will, there's a way. Um, Heck, I've seen people make the impossible happen, right? And
Yeah,
then
I'm sorry.
absolutely. And
he just
that's the
didn't
thing
want to
though.
do that. Like at the end of the day, he
Um,
didn't want to do that. It was his schooling, it was his goal, that
Alicia,
was what he wanted. He would have made it
Alicia,
happen.
there's there's people that come from out of there's people that like, immigrate to this country with literally nothing, and they make a way for themselves. Like, I know that from personal experience. Like, really. So people that was born and raised here, I listen, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Do y'all know? I
yeah,
don't know.
and hey,
I
and
don't
that's
know.
okay. Like it's not about um sympathy. It's not about, I was just, the only reason I even brought that up was because you were talking, I don't even remember what you were talking about. You were talking about, um, oh, yeah, you were talking about like the bare minimum of a man bringing something to the table. And the things that I listed did not involve money, and that surprised you. So that was the only reason I even brought up any of my past like history so that you understood like it really is not about money because so I could be where I am right now with a man that has a good job and allows me to stay home with my kids. And he could lose his job and get laid off tomorrow. And then the income status will change. But that's not going to change my opinion about him or our relationship, or, we will just figure it
Don't
out.
bring me up.
And
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Alicia. I was talking to
so
someone
that's
else.
all I was saying is that um, I don't value a relationship based off of what they can provide for me financially because, you know, finances can change at any point. You could get a raise or you could lose your job. Like that should not be the standard of how you pertain a relationship.
I never said it should be the one and only standard, ma'am. I do believe it should be a standard because we live in America, and everything costs money, and we do live in a currency based world. So for someone to say that it's not a standard at all, that's being very disingenuous. I've never ever said on my platform that money is the only standard. The only women that come and hear me talk and it's trying to make it seem like I say that are the women that want to make it seem I'm saying it that way. I've never said that.
Did I
I
did
always
I
say
say
being
only?
loving. I always say being caring and compassionate. All of that matters. I've never said
Okay, wait,
money
wait,
is
wait.
to be your number one
I didn't
standard.
mean to upset you.
No,
I
no, no.
didn't
You're
mean
you're
to
you're
say
not. No, you're not
I
upsetting me.
didn't
I'm
mean to
just
say
saying because
only is if that's what I said. I didn't mean to say only. I was saying because that wasn't one of the things that I listed. You had made it, I wasn't saying that's your only standard. I'm saying that finances is not a standard because things can change at any moment.
yeah,
But that
yeah.
doesn't
But
mean that I would leave them because they lost their job. That's not because I would leave them if they had to switch and work at McDonald's. Like I wouldn't leave them for that.
yeah. I never said that. All I'm saying is like you've supported your own children and other grown men for that matter, so and you know what you had to do. You had to work extra hard to be able to support your own children and other grown ass men. So um for him to become an EMT, for him to do whatever program you put him through, it costs money for it. You have to pay money for him to be able to do that, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
you need
You have
money to survive the basics, but in order to like um entertain a lifestyle, like I am not, like I've never really been on vacations or anything, and I don't dye my hair, I don't cut my hair, I don't
Oh,
uh do my nails, I don't do things that typical girls do, so like that cuts out in a lot of financing.
wait, but do you not do it because you don't want to do it, or do you not do it because you want to save money?
Oh no, I've never been to like a hair salon or anything. Like it's just never been something that interests me.
What?
Alicia, someone asked, "Are you Amish?"
No, I'm not Amish.
It's not Amish, dude. But that's
I
the
wasn't.
thing
I
though,
wasn't trying to be
Alicia.
funny. Someone in the comments literally just asked that.
No, she's out here talking about I bought this dude a car, and y'all think she's out here horse and buggy raising a barn? Don't play with my girl Alicia. She's just nice.
I'm not
Listen,
unkept. I'm not unkept. I just
wait,
never
so do you
have.
cut your hair at home?
Yeah, I cut it myself if I need to.
So it's never occurred to you that I genuinely am curious about this. Like, because I know you said that you grew up poor and you started working and a lot of that, because trust me, I didn't know that this was a thing, but financial trauma is real, right? Like, financial trauma is so real. You grow up not having much and you kind of force yourself into this box. So when you get older, the
Thank
way
you, we
that you deal with money, yeah, the way you deal with money is different than people who have had financial literacy and have grown up with money, right?
We
That's just
died. I
any.
literally told them that the other day. Like we died. I don't mean to cut you off real quick. I'm gonna let you finish, but we died.
Mhm.
The fact of the matter, and you and I have parents and family we died that literally came to this country with nothing and worked very
Mhm.
hard to get themselves to the position that they're in today. We died. Some people just grow up just not having, and they grow up not having to the point where they've I don't even want to use the term brainwashed, but they have themselves at a place where it's like, I grew up not having, so I don't even ever want to have. I don't even want to aspire to have. I don't want to put in that work
Or
to
you
do that.
can't imagine it because that's the nature of capitalism, right? Like,
Hold on, we doubt, but what's what I told them though. Listen, if that's how, and I'm not talking to you, Alicia, to the people in it, if that's your situation, if that's how you feel, that is okay. I respect that. But that's not everyone's situation. There's a lot of people that came from nothing and worked very hard to get a lot or to just be comfortable. They didn't have the mindset that like, man, I ain't grow up with shit, so I'm not gonna aspire to like
yeah,
do
but
shit with
that's
my
the
life
thing
or like
that
try to get
worries
shit.
me.
But if that's you, that's cool. But don't be disingenuous when we talk about money in America, okay? I have I have where my family is from. These people do not even have shoes. These people walk around barefooted. Okay, do not try to like talk about money. I literally know a lot of people that would kill to have a pair of shoes. That would literally kill to have this hoodie that I have on right now. That would kill to have these polo shorts that I have on right now. These slippers, these Nike slippers that I'm wearing right now, they walk around outside all day on dirt and rocks with nothing on their feet. But y'all trying to tell me that don't come in here with that disingenuous bullshit. I'm not letting none of y'all do that no more. Don't even try that
Bro,
bullshit. Y'all take that bullshit somewhere else.
that's the most African
This
thing you can say.
y'all need
There's
to listen.
people with no shoes.
You people, listen, let me tell you people something. You people need to go to a third world. You people need to go to a third world country. I've actually been to 7 different countries. I've been to DR. I've been to places to where the only nice thing about it is the resorts. When you step outside of the resorts, it is nothing but poor people, just poor living. People literally outside selling stuff all day. Y'all don't want to talk about it. I know places in the world where people can't afford $80 a year to go to school. $80. They can't afford $80 a year to go to school. Little kids is literally outside selling stuff with their parents, trying to make $1 every day. I know places where little girls are selling their bodies to make money every day, not going to school because they're that poor. But we ain't gonna talk about it though. We ain't gonna talk about it.
I think I missed
Because y'all
something
want
because
to
I
be
stepped away for a
disingenuous. We ain't
second.
gonna talk about it. Y'all want to be
That's not
disingenuous.
okay.
We don't gotta talk
So
about it.
no, okay, so that's the thing. Like everything you
We don't gotta
said,
talk
like
about it.
per Melanie, that's not what I was getting at with what I was about to ask
We
you.
don't gotta talk
Because
about it.
in working 80 hours a week in order to
Talk
maintain
about
the
it, man.
lifestyle of your previous partner, right? Because that's 80 hours
So
out of your
disingenuous.
whole, like 80 hours out of your whole week, right? And I'm sorry.
We
These
die. Let them. We die. Let them rock. Hey, look,
no,
look. Hold
because
on.
these
Wait.
comments are ridiculous. These
Yeah, I know
comments are
they're
ridiculous.
ridiculous. Don't worry about them. Hey,
But
look.
no, but also like
My
I need to
phone
get.
is about to die. I'm about to restart the live on my iPad right now. Okay. So, Alicia, come right back. We die. Come right back. Melanie, come. Everybody in here, come right back. I'm about to restart the live on my iPad right now because my phone about to
Okay.
die.
Shambles, y'all.